I do.
Hi. This is Shannon, Apostle Stanford, Senator Dr. Patricia Van Pelt. We are here at WVON talking about rheumatoid arthritis. I have been using the CBD oil, yes. I've gotten great results.
You can also use this.
Oh, for your live, good. So you got Facebook Live, good. We got some people who want to call in too.
Okay.
I gotta give me a number.
All right. Alrighty then, it is 11:10 on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON. The call-in line is 312-374-8130. My name is Perry Small, and we're talking about Wakanna for Life, the CBD oil. And we've got a young lady in here today. Her name is Shannon King. She's going to give her testimony about some of the uses for this. We're going to be concentrating on rheumatoid arthritis. I know someone very close to me that has rheumatoid arthritis, and it is no joke. It is no joke. Shannon, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I love your earrings.
Oh,
They're
you.
weed. And we've got Apostle Stanford here again. Hi, Apostle. How are you today?
I'm so happy to be here every Tuesday with you.
I am so, every time I hear that commercial, I just get so excited. And we have also Senator Patricia Van Pelt in here. And you know, she's a doctor too. She has her doctorate. So
That's right.
that we tell people, we got to let them know.
Now,
How are you?
let me tell you what that doctorate is in, because
Okay.
I know some people don't know. Right?
Okay, what is it?
My doctorate is in Human Services Administration, but it has a concentration in social movements and revolutions.
Oh, wow. That's
right.
very interesting.
I wanted to figure out how to change something up in here.
So you did it with CBD
Yeah,
oil?
this is another step in that direction. We are also working on some projects around institutional racism.
Okay.
But this CBD is what I'm here about today. So
All
I'm
right
excited
then.
about
So
that.
let's talk about this. Rheumatoid arthritis is a long-term autoimmune disorder that primarily affects joints. It can be very debilitating, and not only that, it changes your body. It changes your joints, and you know they don't look like normal hands or normal feet and all of that. It typically results in warm, swollen, and painful joints. Pain and stiffness often worsen following rest. So if you're sedentary, that's when it really starts to impact you. Most commonly, the wrists and hands are involved, with the same joints typically involved on both sides of the body. The disease may also affect other parts of the body. This may result in a low red blood cell count, inflammation around the lungs, and inflammation around the heart. Fever and low energy may also be present. Often symptoms come on gradually over weeks to months. Rheumatoid arthritis is real. And like I said, Shannon King suffers with rheumatoid arthritis. And Shannon, thank you for coming to the station and telling your story.
Thank you so much for having me.
When were you first diagnosed with rheumatoid?
I was diagnosed at age 17.
Really?
Yes, and I'm 50 now. So, I've been dealing with this and battling with this for quite some time.
Did you ever have children?
Yes, I have.
How many
a
did you-
23-year-old, one daughter.
Okay, and so what impact did RA have on your pregnancy? Was it tough?
Oh my gosh, it was really tough.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually on crutches probably about the last couple of weeks of my pregnancy because my joints were just so stressed and inflamed, and a number of times I've had to have fluid drained from my knees and my wrists and things like that. So whenever your body is going through a stressful time, I'm also a registered nurse, and at the time when
The irony of it all.
Yeah, when I was doing my state boards, that's a stressful time. You're studying and
Right.
you want to perform. Think events like that in your life really cause a lot of stress on the joints, and it really debilitates you.
How did how did it impact the quality of your life?
During the times when you have the inflammation, everything stops. And I always ran track when I was in high school. I was always an active person. So when these things happen, it's hard to pick up a knife and a fork and to feed yourself when you're in the midst of an attack.
The pain is that intense.
So the pain is really intense, but you just can't move the joints.
But you still can't
right.
move it.
And it's almost like even if you can't even fight through the pain in order to move the joints, there's so much swelling that it won't allow the joints to even bend.
So what's your story?
So my story as far as Wakanna.
So let me just jump in. So
okay.
Also, Shannon was served time in the military, right?
Yes. I was in the Army National Guard for 10 and a half years.
Oh, wow. Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much.
You've been a great servant.
So much.
And Shannon not only has gotten tremendous results from the product, but she's also a top earner in Wakanna now. That just shows
you're a top earner now.
Yes, she was able to walk away from her job. So this is powerful.
So let me tell you a little bit about my story.
Yeah, let's hear that story.
So I went to an event, which was the Pink Rush, which was just women from all around the United States that came together on a platform in order to share the information about CBD cannabis, all the different aspects of it. So I was really just blown away by the information that was given there, and I really didn't go there to buy products. I just went there to learn and to listen. Got all the education that I needed at that time, and before I left the event, I decided that I would just purchase one of the oils and see how it worked for me.
Okay.
I was really optimistic. As a nurse, it's hard for us to believe in what we're not taught and what's not in the books as fact.
Okay.
So decided to use the product, and that was on November 10th, actually, of 2018. And within 6 days of using the products, my arthritis pain was gone. So that was life-changing for me. What people don't realize is that when you're in pain, and when you've been in pain for so long, you just learn to live with it. You
That's
know,
true.
You realize that life has to go on, and so you work around it. And to wake up one morning, I was actually on my way to work and speaking to my best friend, Stacy Willis, and she just asked me, how's the product working? And I realized that I forgot to be in pain that morning.
Okay, because you said, so one of the toughest things is waking up in the morning.
Oh, yes.
Because your body
So
is
my routine for waking up in the morning was that my eyes would open. I would sit on the edge of the bed, or lay on the edge of the bed. My eyes are open. I'd put one arm out. I'd swing my body around. I'd let my legs drop to the ground. Sit up to the sitting position, let my body settle a little while, stand up, and then go to the bathroom. That was depending on my level of pain that day, that would determine how long that action took.
And how long
it was just
before?
part of my
And how long it took you to get up in the morning?
To get up in the morning, and that was just part of my routine.
So how many additional minutes would that put on for you to get up and get to work and all of that? How many additional minutes would that bring for you when you're waking up?
In the summer, it was a lot harder because we have the air conditioning on and things like that.
Oh, my goodness.
In the winter, it's just cold outside, and, then when you get from under the covers, it's cold in the house. So different things like that would affect it. Minutes, I would probably say maybe 10, 15 minutes, something like that.
Wow.
Because I had things to do.
So let me ask you this. Could you take long car rides? Was that a challenge for you?
So even sitting in the chair for a long time is a challenge. So long car rides were, very difficult.
I'm looking at you now, and you don't look like you're in any pain. Your posture is certainly better than mine, and all of that. I mean, really, how do you feel?
Well, I try not to let things like that bother me. So when I say I worked through it, a lot of people didn't even know. I mean, of course, my family knows.
Right.
My daughter knows. People that are close to me know, but. You just kind of work through it. And I used to take ibuprofen a lot, Motrin, ibuprofen, and I've had 2 ulcers from it. just as the side effects from that. So, yeah.
I'm just interested about she forgot to have the pain. That's what I want to hear about.
Yeah, I
did,
mean, really.
I did. And it was close to my 50th birthday, so my family was like, because I was in nursing, so I was in a very secure field, and to walk away from that.
You lived with this for 30 years.
Yeah.
And so
No more
when
than
you
30
finally, started using the CBD oil and you woke up after 6 days without any pain, did you want to kick yourself? You're like, where have you been all my life?
I wanted to call the CEO of the company that sold me the pain, sold me the
CBD oil.
Yeah, and I remember contacting them to say, when is that next meeting? I want to go there. And I knew that I wanted to not only purchase the product myself, but be a part of that industry. And I knew at that moment that's how I wanted to be a part of the industry.
And you're making money.
Oh, I'm making,
You're doing pretty good.
I'm doing pretty good.
And so, I mean, who are your customers?
So I find people, what's really nice about this company is they have a plan where they outline how you find customers. I find them on social media. When you just tell people your story, your journey, people that I haven't talked to in a long time ask me how I'm doing. I just connect to people all the time. I was in the post office at 11 p.m. the other night and spoke to a lady in the elevator, and she's coming to a meeting just to find out information. Everyone knows someone in pain. And so even when you share your own story, it's almost like it's a magnet. The thing is, people just don't know how to get into the industry. Right. And at Wakanna, we offer that.
So, and another thing that Shannon does, she does these canna dinners with all this cannabis infused food that she puts on these dinners.
This industry has really awakened something in me. I've come from a really creative family,
right?
But just didn't know where I fit into that niche. And so getting in this industry and seeing what the need is, I've started a company called Canna Entice, and we do CBD cannabis infused dining experiences. So we do baby showers, we do bridal showers. We do just girlfriends night out,
I love
all
that.
kinds of things.
That
I
is
experimented
awesome.
on my friends and they love it, and I've since gone on to do larger events.
Good for you.
Thank you
Good
so
for
much.
you. So Patricia Van Pelt, who do we have on the line with us now?
So this is Veronica Johnson. She lives actually in Houston. When she heard that Shannon was going to be on today, she said, hey, I would like to be on too. So we have a few people that are going to call in.
All right. Well, Veronica, how are you today?
Hello, how is everyone? All things are well here.
Well, you're in Houston. Veronica, tell us your story.
Well, my story is, as soon as I heard about Wakanna, I jumped in. And I'm not one to jump into businesses or things quickly, but I knew that this was the time, this was the industry, and that this was for me. Even when it comes to the product, it took me a minute to use it because I was so excited about the industry itself. One day I woke up, I said, Veronica, you need to start using this. Why? Because I go to a chiropractor twice a month.
Okay.
And I've been having soreness and stiffness and problems with my neck and shoulder area. So I began to use the topical. And the soreness and stiffness has improved immensely. The range of motion in my neck. So not only can I now be a good salesperson for the product, a good educator for the company and for CBD and what it does, but I can also be a testimony.
Well, I can tell you this. I woke up about 2 o'clock this morning, and I moved my neck, and I popped it, and I felt it pop. And as soon as I did that, I went and got the CBD topical and put it on. Now, right now, if I hadn't done that, I had never done that before, had that kind of pain where I moved my neck. Now it's just a little, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's not the pain that I had this morning. So I tried it, I put it on, and I feel so much better. And as a matter of fact, when I went back to bed, I could be in a position that I wasn't able to be in before because of the pain. I popped it right here on the left side. I heard it when it popped, and so I put it on, and I can honestly say it feels a lot better than it probably would have had I not used it. Right. So I love it. So how are people in Houston? Are you selling it too?
I am.
Okay. Okay.
And she called me, she bought me topical, and the next call I actually got from her, she was screaming, "Sister-in-law, this stuff is the truth."
That's awesome.
Her deal was she was already paying her doctor like $40-some odd for an appointment that was no longer working.
Mm-hmm.
So her attitude was, if I can pay that for that, let me try this. And
well, I'm sitting here looking at Shannon, and Shannon, just tell me, when you put it up, would you just put it in the palm of your hand and just rub it into your hands? What do you do?
So,
how do you apply yours?
I use the topical cream whenever I have
discomfort.
Discomfort. So actually, I use the topical cream when I wear heels a lot.
Okay.
So I rub it on my feet.
Wait a minute, you've got rheumatoid arthritis and you can wear heels?
I can wear heels. I wear them all the time.
You sure do. I didn't even know you had a problem.
I wear them all the time
she
now.
rubs it on her feet.
I rub it on my feet so that I can be able to wear my heels all day. So what I typically do is I tincture with it. So that's putting the drops under my tongue.
Okay.
I have it at the side of my bed so that I do it before I get out of bed in the morning and when I get into bed at night.
So I was just thinking, we've been talking about arthritis, but I see these commercials all the time that people that have diabetes have nerve pain in their feet. Mm-hmm. Does that CBD work for people that have that nerve pain in their feet?
Yes, absolutely.
Diabetic neuropathy, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. We get so much relief from this. Apostle Stanford, tell about your cousin that just tried it just the other day.
Okay.
He has gout.
Yes, and so when
in the name of Jesus.
Right, he came to visit us last week. He's from Florida, and my wife picked him up. So she saw him and she said, "Wow, you look bad." So she told him, why don't you try this CBD oil? And so he said, I tried. He said he would have to crawl to the bathroom. It gets so bad. But he said once he started using that CBD oil, and I introduced him to the vaping of it, the man looked like a different creature. He left out of this city like a new creature.
Really? For just the short time he was here?
Just a short time. He's so excited. He got into business, and he's coming back to town today.
Okay, so
we hear that all the time.
So today, of course, you're having one of your meetings, Dr. Pell.
Right.
Pell.
At 3:00 today at 10615 South Halsted Street, 3 p.m. Be on time because we're going to present. Shannon will be there as well.
Okay.
And Apostle Stanford.
Yes.
Shannon, you are just like, I'm looking at you in your hands. I mean, you have lovely hands. People that have rheumatoid arthritis.
Well, my joints are a little swollen.
They're a little swollen.
They're swollen, but that's not going to go away. That's from years of having inflammation.
Right.
So what's really nice about it is I could kind of, rheumatoid arthritis doesn't go away. CBD isn't going to take it away, but it relieves the pain.
Right.
So, and it
I
stops
can't
the
even tell your joints as well.
No, not really at all. So give out, today, 10615 South Halsted, and you also meet on Thursday nights and Saturday mornings.
Right, Thursday night, 7 p.m., Saturday morning, 10 a.m., 10615 South Halsted.
Okay, give out a telephone number.
And the phone number
And have these people been calling?
Oh, yes, they call.
Okay.
And on Thursday night, we had, again, standing room only. On Thursday
it's
night,
typically
it's
standing
totally packed.
So come early.
Yeah, so come early.
Okay.
We even have phone calls where we talk on the phone every morning at 8. After 100 people on the line, it shuts down and nobody can get on, and people are constantly trying to get on.
I couldn't get on this morning at 8:01.
Yeah, see, it's over at 8 o'clock when that call starts.
You know why? Because it's those seniors calling. Right. When they get up in the morning, and they do everything early. So give us the telephone number.
It's 847-231-2440. I'm going to say that again so you can write it down. 847-231-2440. 2440. And what that gives you is an access to Apostle Stanford and I. When you call, sometimes we answer, sometimes we have other calls we can't. But leave a message and we will get it. 847-231-2440.
And what's the website?
Okay, this is for people who you don't want to come out of the house, but you want to be able to pick up your products,
Right.
order your products, get them delivered to your house.
Okay.
It's ChicagoCBDstore.com.
Okay.
And that's ChicagoCBDstore.com. So we'll be up on Halsted today at 3:00 p.m. and also today, which is Tuesday and Thursday at 7, and of course Saturday at 10 a.m.
Shannon, it was so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
What
If
an
I
inspiration. Go ahead.
Also, just for the people that I invited on the call, you can go to CannaEntice.com.
Okay.
All right.
And you know what? Melissa sent you something. Apostle, how you gonna give it to her?
Oh, what?
Yes, I
You are
must
so
give it to her.
awesome.
And this is the tincture.
Woo!
That's the one I use every morning.
This is the
That
one
is the
you
one that I
use.
use
Yeah.
every morning.
And it's so good because
This is the power, so just put it under my
yeah.
tongue.
Right.
How many drops?
6 drops. Give yourself 6 drops.
What's really nice about that is it has black seed, peppermint, and turmeric in
Yeah,
it.
so it's
So
really
all
good.
of those are powerhouses for anti-inflammatory.
This is awesome
And that
sauce.
tincture is a real drop, so you don't have to squirt it in like them
Yeah.
cheap ones.
Okay.
It gives you exactly a drop.
By drop.
Wow.
And so we always tell people to use it. I'm going to tell you why. Because people love the cream, but it's not hitting your receptors. You have receptors in your body that's looking for cannabinoids. When you take that tincture under your tongue, it hits all 10
It
of
gets
those
right
receptors.
And you put it
system.
on top of your tongue.
Under
your
the
tongue.
Hold it
tongue.
there for a minute.
I'm going to be trying this. Helen, real quick, I'll take Helen's call real quick because she has a question and then we're going to shut this down.
Okay.
Go ahead, Helen. Thank you for your call. Go right ahead.
Thank you, my girl. I put that number down because I got quite a few people in my family that are seniors that are not able to get around like they should, but I took the number down. But this is what I want to ask Trish. I've been wanting to ask her this for years. Do she have anybody in her family named Paris Van Til?
Yes, I do. Amen. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Well, you're
Okay.
related to the right person. Thank you so much, guys. I enjoyed you so much.
Thank you so much for
my
having
gift.
us.
Really, and it was such a pleasure to meet you. How inspiring are you?
Yes.
I'm
Thank you
going
so
to talk
much.
to my friend about this and make sure that she gets this information. She could really use this. I love the fact that you came up with something people were relatable, like rheumatoid arthritis, and that's why I brought up the diabetic nerve,
Neuropathy.
and
Yes.
and they were vaping too. So
Absolutely. It's
You gotta
just
be
about
vaping
getting
the
it
right
into
stuff.
the
yeah,
system.
that's her,
You
right,
gotta
right.
drink the right stuff.
Yeah, well, you can't be going out there and just buying a lot of this stuff out there is bootleg.
Right.
All right, then,
Absolutely.
thank you so much. It's 11:32. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Views.
All right.
Fantastic. I thought we were going to be able to close your mouth. You was doing so good.
I appreciate you having me here so much.
Oh, that was
so
really
much.
good. It was really good.
Yeah, great.
Thank you. Okay, so everyone out there that can still hear me, I will be at the dispensary, 10615 South Halsted, today at 3:00 p.m. Thank you so much, you guys, for supporting me. And more importantly, if you know someone who is in pain, we really got to get control of that. And if you're interested in getting into the industry, Wakanna is the way to go. Again, my website is CannaEntice.com, CannaEntice.com.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, this is Patricia, Dr. Senator Patricia Van Pelt.
Yes, rocking my afro.
That's right, Naturalistas in the house. So, again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Hey, Mama Moses. Hey, Trish. Hey, Lav. I'll talk to you guys.